Stunning. He kept us in a studio, and there wasn't no limit to what he'll do with the studio. The studio was to keep you out of trouble. Derrick could be like, y'all can't go uptown, I'm about to go uptown. So of course Wayne gonna be like, man, I'm going with Derrick. That basically make them leave the studio and Stunning look around like, where Wayne at? Like, where you was yesterday, Turk? And they'll be like, oh, I was uptown. Who you was with when you was uptown last week? I was with Derrick.
You say he was voted out?
Yeah, he was voted out of the Hot Boys.
By other members?
By other members. What's happening? You now tuned into Video Wayne, AKA Michael Jordan of this camera. You know what it's hitting for? Magnolia Levee. Scar! With the Cash Money era, that's one thing I can say about Stunning. He kept us in a studio, and there wasn't no limit to what he'll do with the studio. The studio was to keep you out of trouble. And that's the way how Derrick was voted out of being a hot boy, you feel me? Because Derrick was like, he was used like leverage of him being a street dude and be like, man, you ain't really talking that talk because you ain't really doing that to other artists in the group, you feel me? And so that kind of got him voted out of the group because he always wanted to dibble and dab from rap to street just to make sure his credibility was there also.
See, bro, wait a minute. So you say he was voted out?
Yeah, he was voted out of the Hot Boys.
By other members?
By other members, yeah.
And that was due to they felt threatened by it or something?
Derrick aggravates a person, you feel me? And you know, at that time you had people dealing with getting oil and stuff like that, or him coming around and, you know, playing with people and shit like that. Not disrespectful playing with people, but it's just like peer pressure. Like Derrick could be like, y'all can't go uptown, I'm about to go uptown. So of course Wayne gonna be like, man, I'm going with Derrick. Or either Turk gonna be like, I'm going to ride with Derrick, you feel me? That basically make them leave the studio and Stunning look around like, where Wayne at? Wayne in the car with Derrick, uptown, you feel me? And he didn't want them to be in that type of environment.
So Wayne looked up to Derrick?
Yeah, of course. Because Derrick was more in the street than any one of us. You feel me? Derrick was, because he had access, you feel me? You gotta think he got Day behind him, and he got Sko and Darrell and all of those other hustling dudes behind him, you feel me?
I'm H.O.T, come on, give me my props. I got a J, Ferrari, and a Bentley drop, 3 mansions in the yacht, plus I own some land.
I told you how we used to ride the limo service with Stunner and shit like that. Those same people had luxury rentals too. By Derrick building that relationship up with that rental company, he could go get luxury rentals. So he'll be riding around uptown in a Bubba Lie Lexus when nobody don't know that's a rental car. But he had it. So he was able to get those cars and they know who his uncle is, you feel me?
He got together, said hey, there's gonna be a meeting without Derrick, and everybody got to the table and said there's
I don't think it
was going to Burbank complaining about it, or?
I don't think it even was no complaint. I think it was just a popped up question of like, where you was yesterday, Turk? And they'll be like, oh, I was uptown. Who you was with when you was uptown last week? I was with Derrick. Derrick gave me a ride home. Well, Wayne at? Man, Wayne riding with Derrick somewhere. They with some little bras or whatever. Cause Derrick got rentals. Derrick got rental cars, you feel me?
When he's young and they want to be with him.
Yeah.
Like I say, I just rolled in here like dice. You understand? So anything happened with me, you understand?
How was Turk and you there?
They was real close. Like me and Turk was more closer than Derrick and him. But I talked to Turk on yesterday and we talked about when Derrick got voted out of the group, and he was like he was getting a lot of backlash because of that, because he said that. But it was only the truth, like, but you know, it wasn't like they just wanted him out the group for a certain reason. It was just like, you know, just like they felt like he was the one that was a bad influence over them.
You know, me with the money thing, that's just my life. That's been my life since I'm a youngster. I've always been a hustler about money, so
ultimately it was Birdman's decision. Birdman seeing this shit and he just made a decision that
I don't want to just put all the weight on Bird, because even Turk said they voted him out, you feel me?
Okay.
And because me and Turk talked about that like last week sometime on his live, and he was like, a lot of people was mad about him saying that, but they voted him out.
Turk had already mentioned it.
Yeah.
Okay. So when they voted Derrick out, was Juvie already part of the group?
Yeah, Juve was already part of the group.
So the Hot Boys was gonna be five man.
Yeah. If you go back and listen to some of the songs, you'll hear Derrick on some of the songs. Sugar Slim and Baby, Not the Charges Threw Away. That's Derrick on that song. Derrick got at least like 5 songs with the Hot Boys. From off of Big Timers to the Hot Boys album.
That it was already recorded.
That was already put out as the Hot Boys.
What actually happened if Birdman gave him a call and just let him know you out of?
I think they just went to moving around with different studios. They'll just switch dates and shit like that, going to a festival or either 33 St. Charles.
So they just basically started avoiding them?
Yeah, just basically started avoiding them, shit like that. Even with me, you feel me? Even with me, like sometimes, you know, I could catch up with them and sometimes I couldn't. Or either I'll come to the studio and the studio's so big, if nobody don't answer the door, you figure nobody not there. So, you know, so it's always a way to cut you off being them, you feel me?
And so what happened? How did Derrick take that and how did he start moving? That's what sent him to Undisputed?
That's what just sent him to being his own person and wanting to do his own thing. And Deshaun, and him being a street dude, and Deshaun wanted to clear his paperwork and get out of the streets too. And that's what Smoked Out was formed at. And plus we had another guy from out the 10th wall who was already pushing for to get his own label, Relic Records, with Big Head Brian and Kiefer. So, and that's when we just started recording by Fire on the Bayou, this guy named V up in the East. We started recording over there, and that's when everything went into motion. And we found out that it was real because I think Bird was realizing Derrick was really starting to take the music serious because he doubled back and told Deshaun he wanted to do a song with Birdman and Wayne, and Deshaun paid the money. And that's when Bird was like, oh, he really a hustler, you feel me? And respected him for what he did.
Right. So Derrick would have died, you think at some point he would have been back on board with family?
I don't think like being back on board, you're never off a board. Like Stunner always, you wouldn't even know Magnolia Levee if it wasn't for Stunner, you feel me? Like Stunner always have a hand in everybody from New Orleans. Man, New Orleans is a small place. We all know each other. Our uncles know each other. We know who the OGs is and who, you know. So it's never like we not on perk with each other, you feel me? We might don't talk in a long time, but when you run into that person, then you chop it up like it was yesterday. And he understand how it goes, you feel me? But you know, Derrick always wanted to make sure that his self stood out from everybody else. Because when everybody else was wearing the t-shirts and the jeans, he'll wear that, but he always wanted to double back with luxury shit like Iceberg and, you know, all the popular clothes and shit like that.
Big guns with drums, what I rank out for. I make my fun on the block, slinging raw. Throw away my ones, I like big face money. All you slow folks, I mean big face honey.
Sight I'm lying, pajama high slam on more rims than Kobe Bryant. I can touch 30 G's so you know that I'm holding. Block full of potholes, slow you rolling. Never broke toast, man. Yamaha's rap rims slim like they poke. These high chicks try and stop it. The elbow at 150 try and stop it. Ice money clips cause money burn pockets. 50 on the bezel, imagine a band. We cop calls with a plane land. You can buy, I don't front my man. Pop Prince, rock do-bags and tiger games. Whatever drug, I get it in white. Got power like Suge Knight. If the price ain't right, I can lessen them up. Like dope and fingers, I'm compressing them up. I smack down, ball my fist. Literally, I got an AK in my name like Jada Kiss.